Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Got ourselves another crawl space here. Inspection. This one is a doozy. This is actually a voiceover I'm doing. Just taking the spider web off there. I'm doing a voiceover, so I'm gonna kind of act like I'm in the crawl space. It's because I could not hold the smell in here was so unreal, and I'm gonna show you the reason why it smells so nasty. But while we're at it, we're just gonna go ahead and do an inspection. Just keep watching there for a little while. I'm going to show you the rest of this crawl space. This is a very, very nice house. On the outside, you can see all the mildew and fungus growth on that ductwork there. Very expensive neighborhood, but this crawl space is a mess. But I'm gonna get to show you. It definitely takes on some water now. It hasn't rained in a while. But you can see evidence of moisture. So as I'm crawling over here to the left, that's the back of the house. So this is the bottom of the hill. You can see how water just sits right there when it rains. We haven't had a good rainstorm in a while, so you can tell just by looking at this section right here that you get a lot of rainwater. Immediately this crawl space would need an interior French drain system. The drop from the top to the back of the house is way too steep. You can tell by the pier system. What do we got? 1, 2, 3. We got 5 piers high plus the joist. Very, very tall portion of the crawl space. But yeah, I mean, I'm not, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm just really not a fan. Every time I come into these crawl spaces, I keep asking myself why. I know everybody's got their. It's like a 50-50 split, man. 50% of the people say I'd much rather a slab. The other 50 is a crawl space. That's called a house centipede. They are pretty cool. Step aside, young man. But for the most part, water does get into this crawl space quite a bit when it rains. That explains why there is a lot of fungus growth on the wood. You can see the mineral deposit on the actual dirt itself. So besides what you're about to see here in a little bit, this crawl space needs an interior French drain system. No question about it. You could tell that they also drilled these piers out for termite control. Now I'm here to tell you, if this has a termite policy on it, you might want to check it out, because if there is moisture in a crawl space, look at all that fungus on that beam. If there's moisture in a crawl space, a lot of termite policies will deny any repair claims if there's any moisture problems. So read the contract. There's a lot of different ways termite companies can get out of a repair claim. A lot of fungus. All that mineral deposit right there on that's the front of the house right there. All on that brick. So it's definitely a lot of water, a lot of moisture. This place gets real sweaty in the summer. Even when I was wearing my mask at this point, I was wearing one of those, I had an extra, what was those N95, whatever masks. I had them left over from the old vid days. I can still smell it. This is the front porch. The front of this is the actual entrance to the house. So they pour a slab. That's a dirt-filled porch on the opposite side, and you can see the water comes in, lands on the front porch, enters into the crawl space, and it rotted that foundation joist. Look at that. That's a very expensive repair. To have to rip out that beam right there, you'd have to cut those joists, remove that beam. Man, that's not good. Not good at all. That's a pretty big repair. Can't do it from the outside because this is like brick siding house. Sometimes if you have vinyl siding, you can do a lot of work on the outside, but we're coming up on the problem. And here it is. God. You have a sewer line that is detached. And it's been detached for a long time. And there you go. There's some toilet paper. It's done. I'm trying to keep this as PG as possible. My kids watch this. But look at that. Looks like they had some duct tape around. I don't know. It looked like duct tape. But it got detached. And I'll tell you what, the minute I opened up that Crawlspace door, I mean, it just blasted my face away. Sorry about the spiders, man. This place. Obviously, they don't do any pest control or anything here, so. Not a very large Crawlspace. This house is very tall. A very tall home, very large garage. You can see the water, the sewer poop just kept coming down the hill, kind of worked its way all the way around. This has been going on for a while. Look at that. Oh, God. What's crazy is that's the front of the house. So that pipe that's going, I hope it's dug out pretty good, and they've actually, it's angled right, because that is a steep hill in the front of that house. I don't know. Plumber will find out. If not, they're gonna have to dig up the entire front of the house and make sure they angle that pipe right. Gravity, gravity, gravity. Because that's, maybe it backed up. Who knows? But this is absolutely freaking disgusting. That is all water, urine, turds. And I asked the lady if she smelled anything, because there's your AC. You know dang well that smell is working its way into the house. I'm going to go around here and take it to the other side. HVAC just chilling out here, full of fungus. I'm sure there's plenty of holes where... I am so surprised. They told me that they didn't smell anything. Look at that. This has been going on for a minute. So gross. That's why it's so important to have inspections done. If you can't, look at that. That's all that. Oh, God. That is all that funk. So nasty. It's so important for people to have somebody go up underneath the house, inspect the house. You never know what you're going to find. How many videos do I have out there? I've been putting videos out for about a year and a half, maybe. And look how many crawl spaces I find stuff in. It is absolutely unbelievable. Hit that like and subscribe, guys. It helps the channel out. Leave me a comment. Tell me where you're commenting from. I want to know. I appreciate everything you guys do in the comments. And I'll see you on the next one. See ya.